Hello and welcome to this special weekend show of Weekly Wrap on Crypto TV, where we bring you the insight of top 10 news that made waves in the ocean of crypto world this week. I am Parvati Nirban.
And I'm Tanay Dhumar. So let's begin with the first headline.
Sure. WEF 2022 Davos became hotbed for pro and anti-crypto sentiments. So what exactly happened is at Davos, there were a lot of elites were gathered. There were a lot of delegates that were present, and they actually discussed a lot of issues related to inflation, Ukraine war, the crisis that happened there, then the price that has been rising in food, energy consumption. But at the same time, India actually made their presence with the bold colors and cultural activities by showing, because the motto I think there was actually the foreign investment drive they wanted to bring, and India is very persistent in such activities. At the same time, because this is all about crypto, I would like to say the Crypto International Monetary Fund Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva said that actually crypto doesn't have any underlying real world asset value, and that's why it is very, very risky. Same kind of statement were given by European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde. She also said that it is a very riskier asset, even though her son itself is actually investing in the crypto, but she holds the opinion otherwise. But there were people like Sheila Warren, CEO of Crypto Council for Innovation CCI, who was in support of crypto assets, and then they said that the crypto and the blockchain has a future. So let's move to the next headline.
RBI governor says cryptocurrency has no underlying value. So basically, the governor of RBI, Shaktikant Das, is saying that RBI is a little vindicated on the cryptocurrency stand and that it has no real world value. So it has also said that the government is a part of in sync with this stance of theirs, and they won't be, backing cryptocurrency as such. Then when it comes to IMF's International Monetary Fund's Deputy Managing Director Geeta Gopinath,
right,
she was saying that she's staying away from cryptocurrencies because it is a little risky. And this she backed by the fact that in the cryptocurrency market there was a fall recently from $3 trillion to almost $1.5 trillion.
Yeah.
So because of this, she is like, it's extremely risky. And she made a point where she said that risk assets are better off if they are regulated. Then even the Bank of England chief, Andrew Bailey, issued a warning against cryptocurrencies, saying that it has no intrinsic value too.
Yeah.
So there have been a little bit of speculations and doubts on cryptocurrency
So
market.
actually, basically what is happening is there are a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to India. Actually, India has a strong stance saying that actually they should not be actually going for crypto because it's very, very risky. But at a global level, what I see is that there are a lot of mixed reviews. There are people who are in support and there are people who are actually anti-crypto.
So let's move on to the next headline.
Sure. Crypto markets sank deeper into the red over weak crypto sentiment. So what exactly is happening? The market is very bearish. At the same time, very famous Terra Luna crash that has happened, and it is amounting to be $40 billion, which is actually a huge amount, and Terra has collapsed absolutely 100%. There is very less hope for its revival, but still DogeCoin is doing that. We'll go there also. But at the same time, what I'm saying is right now Bitcoin is also trading very low. It has, over the entire week, the average was below $29,000 and currently it is at $30,000, which is also very low. At the same time, Ethereum merge, which is happening, it is moving from proof of work to proof of stake algorithm. It is changing its consensus mechanism, and that also has a lot of hurdles. So there are a lot of problems, and Ethereum is facing a 157 million loss It is a 13% fall, and due to which the gas fees are also actually falling, and the business is also going down. The 16% of its value is tumbled down, and Ethereum currently is at $2,077, and it went lowest $1,770. Now I think the hope is Metaverse, so people are moving from these coins to Metaverse and actually Web3 and NFTs, and they are seeing, investors are seeing that as a hope to invest in crypto.
There's another point I wanted to add, which was from proof of work to proof of stake.
Yes.
Because of this, energy consumption also will start reducing, because in proof of work,
yes,
it's based on mining, and it's going to change its mechanism, so that's going to drop energy levels consumptions to a great extent. So it'll help in that green image which they are planning to
I know, and there are a lot of initiative when it comes to mining, because there are a lot of Bitcoin miners. This is about Ethereum, but there are a lot of Bitcoin miners, and there are a lot of green initiative has been taken, because the energy consumption is a major issue that has been there. And 2022, I think this is one of the great initiative of 2022 this year, and people are moving. But Ethereum is definitely facing a lot of problems, lot of problems at the same time. Let's move to the next headline.
Yeah, sure. New Terra blockchain launch expected Saturday, with Luna airdrop to follow. So now basically, after this famous Terra Luna crash, which costed around $40 billion, so now DogeCoin, the co-founder and CEO of Terraform Labs, is coming up with strategies to get up the currency again, the token again.
Right.
So it is launching Terra 2.0, and that will be basically a new ecosystem, so that it can revive the old chain, because it got infamous after this whole episode which happened. So they are planning that there will be a Terra Classic, which is the old chain, and they will be forming a new blockchain, which will be the Terra 2.0. So basically, the people can buy the new Terra 2.0, which will be airdropped very soon on the 28th of May. And this will be like the ones who hold it right now, the old tokens, they can buy it according to the value they hold right now. And this is basically, in principle, to just cope up with the losses which they had because of the Terra Luna crash. So hopefully this will bring it up again, and hopefully people will start using the new blockchain again.
And just to add a point here, if you know, Terra is actually coming up with a hard fork as a solution, and that's how they are bringing up their new chain. I think they have some learning from Ethereum, because that's what Ethereum tried to do. There was a London hard fork thing happened last year. There are problems with Ethereum merge and upgrade Ethereum 2.0. Let's see how Terra will fall into Terra 2.0. We still have a lot of show to see actually, but yes, there are hopes.
Now let's move on to the next headline.
Sure. Tron DeFi surges on Terra-Inspired stablecoin launch. Tron, which is the third largest blockchain by total value locked in its DeFi protocol after launching USDD, has actually 4.4 billion to 5.38 billion. Actually, it rose in the value because it is launched, and it is very hopeful that it is going to be doing very well with USDD. But they have a lot of likeness with Terra. Actually, their white paper also is showing a lot of similarities with UST, Terra's UST, which is where what they are trying to do is actually $1 of USDD. When it goes below, then the arbitrageurs actually can go and burn $1 worth of Tron's coin, which is TRX. So this is what they are trying to do, but my suggestion to the co-founder of Tron, which is Justin Sun, should actually not take a lot of learnings from DogeCoin, because the collapse happened and it's actually not in the right space.
And the thing is, Sun is also a permanent representative at the WTO. So hopefully people will have a little more trust in him, because DogeCoin was, like, compared to Sun, wasn't that big a personality. But if being a representative at the WTO gets him that image, and hopefully, you know, people will trust it, and this coin in general will be a bit more stable and not like prone to any scams.
Let's move to the next headline.
Coinbase becomes the first Fortune 500 crypto company. So basically, finally, crypto
Some
company.
good news.
Yeah, some good news in this time of bad news
Right.
is that Coinbase, one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, has entered the Fortune 500 list. And this is a big thing. Like for so long, people were having doubts whether crypto is how viable is it and what is happening to it. This gets a little hopes up for the crypto market, especially with people losing a lot of money right now. So Walmart was first again for the 10th year in a row with a revenue of approximately $570,000 million dollars. And then second was Amazon and third was Apple. Coinbase stood at approximately 437th rank and had a revenue of around $7,800 million. And it is approximately employing 4,000 people, like 3,700 something. And there was almost a gain of 500% in their company.
That's a lot.
So this Coinbase, in that case, it has achieved a lot.
Yes.
And other than this, there was another good news which was in the crypto market when it comes to Uniswap, the DeFi exchange, which is, it had a total trading volume of $1 trillion in its lifetime. Now that is to its closest competitors, it was 3 times higher, which was PancakeSwap, and 19 times higher than that of SushiSwap, which stood at $71 million in trading volume. So the crypto market is slowly picking up and the volumes are increasing, and that's a little bit of positivity in this time of the fall in cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
So let's move on to the next one.
Sure. A16Z announces $4.5 billion fund for crypto and blockchain startups. So Andreessen Horowitz basically is very hopeful. This is like another positive step because there is a huge amount of investment coming from A16Z, and they are actually focusing more on crypto and blockchain startups. They are more focusing on the tech side of it and how to develop the other aspect besides the currency, what they are looking at. They have actually had total of $4.5 billion investment, in which $1.5 billion will go to seed investment and $3 billion will go to venture investment, and they have a total value already $7.6 billion for which is known as Crypto Fund 4 for all the blockchain and the crypto startups. So they are heavily investing in this. They are looking forward, and I think blockchain is the future, and it is going to bring a lot of opportunities, a lot of employment actually in terms of people getting hired and then people learning a lot of new skills in education space. So this is something which is going to be an innovation. Which is started already, but it is an innovation of the decade, I feel, and it is going to go places.
And Horowitz, at this difficult time of the cryptocurrency market, even then he is investing so much money.
Yes.
It shows that there is some hope in the future and
also
the technology.
Yeah, faith in crypto. So we want more people like that who have more faith in crypto. Let's move to the next one.
NFT artist Beeple's Twitter account hacked. Almost $450,000 stolen.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's huge. So there were 2 major incidents which happened in the NFT space. One was Mike Winkelmann's, also known as Beeple, who had recently tied up with Madonna to launch NFTs and all that. So his Twitter account was hacked, and also his Ethereum worth almost $270,000 was stolen. And also NFTs, almost 45 NFTs of Beeple, which were worth $160,000.
I think they are going through a bad time because whatever the sale that they were expecting from this also did not actually come out what they were expecting. It actually started very low, and then the opening were very low, and then they could not actually reach the figures that they were looking forward to, and on top of it now there is a hack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
after some time he got his Twitter account back, he got his access back, and he just made a statement that if anything is too good to be true, then it's a scam.
Yeah, weak sentiments.
Yes. And there was another scam in the NFT space when it came to Moonbird NFTs. Over there, a member of the Proof Collective was duped, and almost 29 Moonbird NFTs was taken away from his account after a fraudster had put a malicious link, and that person ended up clicking on it and went to a false trading website and ultimately signed the transaction, and he was duped of $1.5 million. So that's like a very huge amount for someone to lose. So these two were major instances which happened, and Crypto Savage, one of the NFT holders, said that this kinds of frauds are happening frequently, and it has happened in the past by the same person using the same mechanism.
Okay.
So
This
obviously
was not
people,
new.
This is not new.
No, fine.
So people should be a little more cautious when it comes to these things and keep a watch, and don't click on any link which has popped up on your WhatsApp or your mail. Just refrain from doing so.
Yeah, and social media as well.
Yeah, and social media.
Yeah. These are pretty common. In fact, I also keep seeing all these kind of things. Anyways, let's move to the next one, and I think a positive one. India climbs to #1 spot in play to earn gaming adoption. So India actually has ranked 34% when it comes to play to earn. So that means Indians love to play game and would like to earn money while playing the game. So which is a very positive thing. I think that is the sentiment of us actually are pretty well reflected, because we are into that space. The second one was Hong Kong with 29% and UAE ranked third with 27%. So there is a total growth of 10% in the game adoptions, and it is actually increasing because you can play and you can earn at the same time, and I think there's no better way when it comes to this. There are a lot of games which were free, and at the same time there were games like Axie Infinity which needs initial investment. In this case, Sweden and France were at the bottom list, with Sweden was only 4% interest showing in play to earn, and France 6%. Anyways, fine. So let's move to the last headline.
BCCI signs fan craze as official partner of Women's T20 Challenge.
Okay.
So this is like a big deal now. Now BCCI has officially signed a Metaverse and NFT company called Fan Craze to sponsor the Women's T20 Challenge, which is happening in Pune and MCA Stadium. I think it had started on 23rd of May, and today is the last day, which is the 28th of May.
Right.
This makes it a big deal because BCCI is officially signing a NFT or a blockchain or Web3 company. That shows that there is certain kind of acceptance, even if you deny how much ever, there is certain kind of acceptance in the government to actually look at these companies in a little positive way. So hopefully this will start growing. Like since the launch of Fan Craze in February, it has taken it up very seriously, and it's trying to capture the whole virtual space when it comes to cricket. And just like abroad, there are companies, crypto companies which are sponsoring FIFA, football, and they're getting into that space, so they get those mass adoptions. So hopefully India too, they will be able to get those adoptions in that case.
Right.
There was Fan Craze also recently tied up with the 4-time IPL champion Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals too, to launch their NFTs. Then there were virtual lands and play to earn, and there were various other aspects. So yeah, many cricket teams are entering into this space, and hopefully this will help the growth of the company.
What I understand is when it comes to the technological aspect of crypto, India is definitely welcoming it. But the other side of it, I think the exchanges and the payment gateways, all these, and the traders, they are suffering, who want to directly earn, because they actually seem to be a very risky asset, and that's why regulations have to come in place. But anyways, that is going to happen in time. So while you were saying this, there was one thing that was continuously running in my head, and I want to end today's episode on that note. That is, when it comes to cricket and women, we actually lead the world.
That's it for this edition of Weekly Wrap. See you next week. I'm Tanay Dhumal.
And I'm Parvati Nirvan, signing off for now.
Keep watching Crypto TV.